Alright, what's good guys? So a lot of cards have been announced. I know I'm like 2 days late, basically, but not everyone's really up to date, so I will be going over the new cards in Blazing Vortex. Some of them are really cool, and I will be going over pretty much every single one of them. So the first one is actually a card that I think will have an impact on a Machina deck. So that is actually one of the evil Machina monsters. By the way, I pronounce it Machina, leave me alone, I know. So on class pair, it's a dark monster, which kind of is an issue because the Citadel, I believe that's named the guy that revives back itself when an earth monster, hey, okay, yeah, I basically already said it, when an earth machine monster is destroyed, so that kind of sucks because it's dark, but 1800 attack, and it has two really cool effects. So if this card is added to your hand, except by drawing it, if this card is added to your hand, Gear Frame, normal summon, effect search. You can special summon this card. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except machine monsters. Okay, obviously, otherwise Gear Frame would just be a 1-card rank for a toolbox. That would have been a little bit too good for no reason, because especially since this card has a second effect that actually works very well with the first effect. So if this card is normal or specialed, you can send one machine monster from your deck to the graveyard, except himself, so basically Citadel. So a single Gear Frame sets up your graveyard for Citadel and gets you like Gear Gigant X so you can search a card. That's pretty good value, honestly. Being able to play Yu-Gi-Oh! With just 1 or 2 cards now, we're seeing this theme more and more in a few decks, so not too bad. I like this card a lot, honestly, so yeah. The second one is Paladin of Armor, Dragon, and Ritual spell. every single time there's like a dragon monster, obviously we're always gonna have the level 4 ritual monster that's never gonna see play. I mean, I think the only time a ritual like Paladin of something was ever played was the Paladin of Red Eyes, I believe, something like that. Because of the spell card had a good effect in the graveyard. I forgot, maybe I'm mistaking, but I'm pretty sure the spell card was good in the grave. Anyways, 1900 attack, 1200 defense. Where have I seen this before? If I recall correctly, the first one is Paladin of Blue Eyes. Very old card. The second Kaiba starter deck. Anyways, you can ritual summon this card with Armed Dragon Ritual. This is relevant because it means that it's searchable by pre-preparation of rites. So you can only use each effect once per turn, hard once per turn, 2 of them. At the start of the damage step, if this card battles a monster special summon from the extra deck, you can shuffle that monster into the deck. If it battles, it doesn't have to declare the attack, so if your opponent's monster is attacking over this, you can still say no. So it's non-targeting, non-destruction, like removal. I like this. It's decent. And also you can tribute this card, special summon 1 level 5 or higher, Wind Dragon monster from your hand or deck, summons Tempest, summons the Armed Dragon monsters, or I guess even the Thunder. It summons some Dragoonity guys, and I don't think it does too much more, but still, I mean, these 2 effects are pretty meta relevant. I mean, they don't suck, actually, so far so good. Let's see how good the ritual spell is. You can only use this card's name, second effect once per turn, and of course it's used for Paladin of Armor Dragon, so yeah, it is your pre-prep target, which is nice. Ritual summon 1 Paladin of Armor Dragon from your hand by tributing monsters from your hand or field whose total level equal 4 more, nothing special up until now. During your main phase, except during the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, so at earliest it will always be turn 3. Unless you do very sketchy shenanigans and find a way to banish this card with like Gold Sark and then return it from your banish to the graveyard. That is the one way you can use cards with these condition on turn 1. Because usually if it's hard to it's hard to send a card. It's hard to get a card in the graveyard without sending it. The only way to get cards in the graveyard without sending them is by returning them to the graveyard, and not a lot of cards in the game do that, like Burial from a Different Dimension, but if I recall correctly, that's for monsters only. Omega returns back to the graveyard, so that's why Dark Law does nothing about it. It still goes to the graveyard, but anyways, during the main phase, except you can banish monsters from your hand or face a field whose total level equal 4 or more. That's a cost, so you can't banish tokens, I think. Wait, hold on. No, I think you still might be able to. I forgot. Banish this card from your graveyard, and if you do special summon 1 Paladin of Armor Dragon from your graveyard. Oh, that's cool. I mean, it's not broken. You can banish Tempest from your hand and then get a little effect. It's whatever. I mean, they could have made this spell slightly better. Like, you can... I feel honestly you should have been able to use the effect right away, because realistically, nobody ever played those Paladin cards, so I don't know, it's not the best incentive to force people to play those cards, but the Ritual Monster, I dig it, so yeah. Anyways, this is a Dream Mirror card. Ha! Alright, once again, the OCG Burning Abyss... wait, hold on. Burning Abyss treatment, Spiral treatment, etc. So, when we have a TCG exclusive, the OCG always ends up getting more cards before we do, which makes no sense, but in a way it kind of does, but not really actually. So it's a continuous trap card. Shuffle any Dream Mirror monsters from you control that tributes itself to activate its own effect into the deck instead of... Oh, okay, that's a continuous effect. So, instead of sending them to the graveyard, you shuffle them back into the deck. Okay, I'm not a Dream Mirror player, so I don't know how relevant this is. During your main phase, you can send this face-up card to the graveyard. Place face-up in your field zone one of your dream... Okay, alright, one Dream Mirror of Joy or Terror that is banished or in your graveyard. Then you can special summon one monster from your hand that specifically lists the card you placed in its text. So, I think this is actually good, because it instantly gets you a pop, I think. When you have the field spell and you summon a monster, one of them pops a card on the summon. But it's a continuous trap card, and I don't think this card's broken. It could have been a continuous spell. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe this card's better than I think, but I don't think it's too good. This one's Dual Avatar. I don't even know anything about Dual Avatar cards. Target one Dual Avatar monster you control, destroy it. We're off to a great start. And if you do special summon from your deck or extra deck, one Dual Avatar monster that is one original level higher or lower than the monsters. That's a trap card, by the way. During your main phase, except this during the turn this card was sent to the graveyard. Yo, what? Konami! You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one Dual Avatar monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. Horrible, horrible. I don't need to know the archetype to know that this card sucks. It is not good. Yo, what's up with the loading? What the frick? Ancient Warrior Saga, A Man's Honor. This card's easy to search. Well, let's just hope it's actually good in the Ancient Warrior deck, because at least I know Ancient Warriors quite well. If your opponent special summons a monster, you can special summon one useless token that does nothing. Ancient Warriors. Oh! No, wait, the actual token that you summon has Ancient Warriors in the name, and it's a Wind Beast Warrior. So it can actually make Shuanglong, if that's still the name. Not bad. If an Ancient Warrior monster you control would be I mean, it doesn't even have to be you control. Oh wow, that's weird. Is destroyed by battle. Would be destroyed by battle, you can send this card to the graveyard instead. Horrible. When a card or effect is activated that targets an Ancient Warrior monsters on the field, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Negate the activation. Honestly, this was so close to being good, because you can set... Wait, hold on, I think this is actually pretty decent. You can send this with Sun Mu, and then if they Veiler your Sun Mu, you can banish it right away, and then protect your Sun Mu by negating the Veiler, or Infinite. So it doesn't really protect you too much, because it's only on things that would target. It's a card or effect. Alright, interesting. It's just not... It's not too applicable, though. It doesn't... I wouldn't say it sucks, necessarily, but it's just... Only the third effect really shines to my eye. Like, these two effects... In Ancient Warriors, you don't actually set the traps. It's impossible. The only really good one is the one that searches when you summon an Ancient Warrior. I think it's 3 houses, but apart from that, it's meh. Yeah, moving on. So, Jesus. Oh, yeah, that's the Icarus attack for machines. Tribute 1. This is literally generic. It's not once per turn. Generic. Okay, generic for machines. Electromagnetic Railgun. Normal trap card. Normal trap card. Trap trick. Ah. Tribute 1 machine monster. Oh, you're talking to a machine player here. Then target up to 1 card on the field, not on your opponent's field. For every 1000 original attack the tributed monster had, destroy them. What the freak? 1000 attack? My monsters have like 100 and 400 attack. No, this sucks. Unless I'm tributing like Mega Fleet and popping 2 cards. Wait, hold on. Original attack? The original attack of Mega Fleet, is it... Wait, hold on. Does Mega Fleet actually become the original... I forgot. The original attack of this card becomes 1200 multiplied by the number of fusion materials. Someone has to confirm the ruling, because it is original attack. But the thing is, like, yeah, no, I think you'll still be able to, you know, I think you should be able to, like, destroy 2 cards. Not 100% sure. I don't know how much this card's actually, I don't know if this card's any better than Deck Devastation Virus. That's a card that I, you know, it's already, like, very good in Cyber Dragon, so I really don't understand why this would probably replace it. But I mean, keep your eye, like, on this, like, don't sleep on it, but I wouldn't, I don't know, I wouldn't, like, count on it. I don't think it's going to replace anything, like, in the future, but the fact that it's not once per turn and it's searchable by Trap Trick, definitely a pretty good plus to my eye. So, gee, this is actually getting really annoying. Yes, I'm using a garbage laptop. Archfiend, Staff of Despair. So I think that's the staff version of Axe of Despair, and I didn't have to say I think. Archfiend, so that's searchable by Harris and some other irrelevant things. Equip only to a monster you control. You can only use each effect once per turn. Whoa, again, during your main phase, you can make all face-up monsters your opponent control lose attack equal to the half the equipped monster's attack until the end of the turn. A horrible garbage. If this card is sent to the graveyard while equipped to a monster, you can pay 1000 life points, add this card to your hand. Oh, okay. Nah, but the thing is, it's once per turn, so it's not like you could do dirty shenanigans where you just like activate, negate, no. And besides, it has to be sent to the graveyard while equipped to a monster, so if they only negate the activation, you can't even recycle it, so 100% garbage, unplayable, don't even care. Fluorescence, alright. This looks like, not Victoria or something. I don't know. It's just, I know there's a card that looks similar to this. Level 4 Light Dragon effect. When this card is normal summon while your opponent controls a monster, we're off to a very bad start. You can discard 1 card, send any number of himself from your deck to the graveyard. Okay. Once per turn, if this card is in the graveyard, you can make this card in the graveyard become dark until the end of the turn. Bro, this effect sucks. It's only to, like, allow you to summon BLS or like something like that easier, but no. Just too much effect to do nothing. And it's kind of cute. Like, this effect is cute. It's kind of like the Elemental Lords. How in the graveyard you can like change their attribute. I think even Necro Valley now, you know, stops you from doing that. Yeah, complete garbage. Absolutely zero potential in this card. Oh my god, I have to load 2 at the same time now. Very freaking frustrating. Okay, Amanujuji, yes. Level 3 Fiend Tuner effect. You cannot activate the effects of your other special summon monsters with the same attribute as this card. Let's summon this card to our zone. Yes, once per turn during this card's owner's main phase, quick effect. You can give control of this card to your opponent, then you can change this card's attribute to any attribute until the end of the next turn. Oh, come on, it should have been permanent. But it's a freaking tuner. It's so bad. You're literally giving a gift to your opponent. If Needle Fiber is still a thing, oh my god. Or they can just normal summon any level 1 non-tuner, or make like Link Cross Banana, summon 2 guys. And, well, I mean, yeah, but it's like one of the, it's a garbage floodgate. That you get, it's like kind of DD Guide, you give it to your opponent, but I don't know. People are gonna play like this in like Mystic Mind garbage, but it sucks obviously when you're doing this card's owner's main phase. Yeah, horrible. Yeah. What? Level 4 win Pendulum Tuner. Oh, Pendulum Tuner. Yeah, I knew that. I don't know why I'm even like acting surprised. Anyways, Pendulum skill effect. Once per turn, you can target 1 Pendulum monster you control and 1 monster your opponent controls. Change their battle position. So impactful. +5. Easy combos. Monster effect. If discard a special summon from the extra deck is used for a synchro summon, banish it. So up until now, everything is garbage, like about it. It's a skill 5, which is horrible. It's a Thunder, which means nothing since Super Bolt is banned. But if Super Bolt ever comes back to 1, hey, maybe Pendulum Thunder could be a thing. If this card is normal summon, you can change this card's battle position. I don't care. If this card's battle position changes, you can target one face-up spell or trap card on the field, destroy it. I also don't care because it doesn't pop freaking combination, and I don't like that. If this card in the pendulum zone is destroyed, you can return one card in your pendulum zone to the hand. Actually, I think I like that. Oh wow. So if you go Metalful Scale, pop this in the skill, you set a Metalful spell or trap, and then you bounce back one of your Metalful Scale to the hand, and you can either like activate again and use the effect again, or you can just use it as your normal summon. So you had an utility, like your one Metalful's monster had the utility of a skill and also a normal summon, so you can make like Link Spider and, you know, summon another monster and then make some plays, yes. But do I think this card is good? No, that would be pushing it. I think it's whatever. Even though it's a tuner, it's cute, but cute at best. Maybe, if anything, you could see play in Metal Foes, but that's it. That's all. And it really should have been a bit better. It honestly just should have, like, it should have been able to destroy any spell or trap on the field, not just face up, because it doesn't help popping combination, and that's the only thing I care about. Stationary 1 o'clock linear accelerator. 100% will get a name revamp when this card will come out on the TCG. You can only activate this card once per turn, basically. During the battle phase, declare a number from 1 to 6. I hate cards like that. I hate cards like that, man. Choose. The only moment it actually becomes broken is with Sixth Sense. Otherwise, it's always piss. Choose one effect monster your opponent controls, and if the chosen monster's level multiplied by the declared number plus the number of... My brain isn't strong enough to comprehend such maths. Plus the number of cards your opponent controls equal to the number of cards in your graveyard. Send cards from the top of your deck to the graveyard up until if you do shuffle cards your opponent... Oh, shuffle cards your opponent controls. Whoa, wait, hold on. Whoa, I actually need to reread the... Hold on. During the battle phase, declare a number from... Oh, during the battle phase, never mind. This card already sucks. During the... Declare a number from 1 to 6. Choose one effect monster your opponent controls. And if the chosen monster's level multiplied by the declared number plus the number of cards... Bro, I can hardly even freaking calculate, like, 4 plus 3. Like, Konami, you're asking for too much. I seriously, I can't take it anymore. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really that stupid. Ah, okay, jackpot. Finally something that I can actually cope with. Bluff reach. Jackpot, maybe. So, field spell card. Okay, so maybe it's the next chicken game, or not. When you conduct your normal draw during your draw phase, you can reveal one of those drawn cards, place it on the bottom of your deck, and if you do, draw one card. It's pretty ass. It's pretty neggy. You activate a field spell and then you have to do nothing and then wait until turn 3 to... Oh, I drew a good card. I'm not gonna use my field spell. Let's just wait 10 turns before it eventually does something. When you draw cards by a card effect, you can reveal one of those drawn cards. Send this card to the graveyard. This card already sucks. Why? And if you do, place the revealed card on the bottom of your deck. And if you draw one card, and if you do draw one card, I really like, you know, the original, like, Konami, you actually get a lot of points for creativity. It's really not like you were repeating the exact same effect twice on a card. I honestly, I just believe that we need more cards like these. More cards that just allow you to do so many different things in one. Because, like, it's just, like, it's really fun for everyone, and it's just, like, it's so enjoyable. Like, oh my god, this card's so cool. Yeah, 100% unplayable. Anyways, that's pretty much all I had to say for this, not really review, just, yeah, I guess review, not really. Thank you for watching, don't forget to like, subscribe, etc., and I will see you probably today, honestly, or maybe tomorrow. Peace.